Hey guys, so today's video is going to be just kind of a rant slash explanation for a couple things. You can probably tell by the title, and if you stick to the end, I'll have a couple announcements and other things like that. So let's just get into it. So as you can tell by the title, I'm talking about adopting before shopping. And a lot of people say this, but a lot of people don't know what it means. I'm going to say a lot of people in this video a lot. Many people go to a breeder or pet store or something like that or Craigslist to get an animal, either a cat, a dog, hamster, lizard, any animal. And they don't really think of adoption. And adoption is one of the best things you can do. My cat is adopted and there's nothing wrong with him. Well, there are a few things, but health-wise, but that was things that he contracted later. He's just a normal cat, an everyday type of cat. And you don't really I didn't have to go to a breeder or anything to get him. I got it from the shelter I worked at that has since closed. But he's one that I bonded with straight away, and I'll make another video that's his full story. But the same thing goes for any other animal, pretty much. You can adopt any animal. Just look at petfinder.com. I will link it below. You can search any type of animal, whether it's a rodent, a farm animal, just any animal, and they will show you, you type in your zip code or your city and state, and it will show you the animals that are available in your area and the closest ones. And honestly, that's the best way to go. Even if it's a bit of a drive, I promise you that if you contact any shelter and show interest, that they will appreciate the heck of it. I know, because I used to work at a shelter. I don't anymore because as I said, it's since closed. But it's definitely something that I would recommend, is to adopt before you shop, and to after you get your animal, if they're a dog or a cat, then please get them fixed. Other animals like rodents, you don't really have to worry about as much, unless of course you're going to get a male and a female. Then please get at least one of them fixed. But if you're just getting like a male hamster, then don't worry about it, because with rodents, the procedure for getting them neutered or spayed can be very, very dangerous. So just keep that in mind. But if it's a cat and a dog, then please, please, please get them fixed, and always go to go on a rescue site or anything. You can actually just search your area and on Google and type in rescue, and I promise you several sites will pop up. In our area alone, there's many shelters and rescues, And even if you go to your local animal control, they will always have adoptable animals, and that's something to always consider. And if you go to Petco or PetSmart, then or a pet store in your area, then you can ask them if they have adoptable animals. They might have them, or if they have an adoption event coming up. Most of the time they will have adoption events coming up. Like most rescues work very closely with pet stores. Hold on one sec. Okay, Mac. Most rescues will work very closely with pet stores, and most animal shelters will also work very closely with pet stores and will have adoption events quite often. So just look in the areas in your community before you look on Craigslist or something like that, because saving a life is much better than going to a breeder, because it's just going to make, they're just going to have more after you buy that animal. But if you do it with a shelter, then you can save, because some are some have to euthanize because of how many animals are there. And if you go to a shelter first, then you can literally save their life and save many more because of spaying and neutering, which I'll talk about in another video, and because of the fact that you will provide room for them to bring in more animals. So just always consider this before you buy, is to adopt before you shop. And anyway, I hope this was helpful, and in the comments down below, just ask any questions you want, and or I also take video requests. I'm kind of a newer channel, so I haven't gotten any, but if you have something that you're concerned about, then I can probably help. If it's cat related. If it's other animals, then I'll try to help to the best of my abilities and give recommendations of where you can go to find that information. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you choose to adopt before you shop. And we'll see you in our next video.